morning to you all. Thank you so much for sharing your morning with me. Particular thanks to Sarah for getting the umlaut on my name. You get bonus points for that. Let's see. I have 3 things to cover in the next 7 minutes. So first, I'll put NoMa in context. Second, I'll talk about the direct impact of our TLC grant. Third, I will talk about how that initial grant investment has been leveraged in several different ways. As a housekeeping note, I do apologize. I probably won't be able to stay for the Q&A portion because I have to make my way to National Harbor to make another presentation at the Crew National Convention. And now that I'm 8 months pregnant, I have found that power walking really isn't an option. So I will have to make my way, but I invite all of you to please email me at jbratt@nomabid.org for a tour of NoMa or any questions you may have relating to this presentation. Also, our consultant, Elliot Roadside, is here and can probably field many questions. So let's get started. NoMa is a former industrial area north of Massachusetts Avenue. It is the fastest growing neighborhood in Washington, D.C. At 35 blocks, we currently have a daytime population of about 40,000 people and a residential population of about 1,500. We also boast 15 modes of transportation, and as you can see from this place locator map, we are a natural extension of downtown. This slide shows that we are a mixed-use area. I have highlighted here with the green star our southern anchor, Union Station. The northern anchor is, transportation-wise, the New York Ave, Florida Ave Metro, which has garnered a lot of attention because it was a public-private partnership to build a new metro station that opened in 2004, and that's really what catalyzed this new wave of development in NoMa, represented in that orange color. So just imagine that that orange did not exist 5 years ago. That represents about 8 million square feet. And we've also achieved 3 million square feet of leasing on the office side in 3 years. First Street, which is highlighted by an orange line on that slide, is our main street. So that will become important to the project I'm about to talk about. And here's just one image looking north up that First Street to show you the kind of density that we're achieving here in NoMa in very, very rapid fashion. Let's see. There is a... So there are some downsides to rapid growth. One of them being, an inherent lag in infrastructure. This being a former industrial area, the roads, the sewer pipes, the lights, everything is, 80 years old or more. And with so much private investment going on, it's very difficult, if not impossible, for the public investment to keep up. So part of what the NoMa bid does is constantly advocate for public investment and also go after grants that can help us do that. We, early on in the bid's life, identified this intersection, which is the intersection of New York Avenue. Let's see. This is Florida Avenue here, and the dreaded New York Avenue, Route 50 here, coming in with First Street. And North Capitol is just off the screen here. Those 3 avenues together receive over 120,000 cars per day. And also the New York Avenue Metro Station is right about here. So you can immediately understand a conflict between vehicular access and pedestrian and bicycle safety and kind of aesthetic appeal in this very busy area. We originally went to DDOT asking for a transportation enhancement grant, but they said, sorry, we're not going to give you a grant if you have no plan of what to do with the money. Which I think was understandable. So really the TLC grant afforded us the perfect opportunity to create that plan. So with the $50,000 we were awarded, we were able to hire Roadside and Harwell to create the NoMa Gateway Plan. They assessed existing conditions. Here you can see an example of inadequate sidewalk, inadequate crosswalk, and also assessed view sheds. The real technical benefit to this report was, and what I love about Roadside is they are bilingual. They speak engineer and planner. It's amazing. And landscape architect. So they are true polyglots. And this was invaluable, this red line work, when we went back to DDOT to negotiate with them. There was also the conceptual benefit, both in the landscaping portion and helping us think big down the road about public art investments we might be able to make and things of that nature. So once that report was done, the NoMa bid also invested, I think we're at about $12,000 now, to craft a detailed planting plan to go back to DDOT with, and we went back to DDOT to ask for that TE grant fund and won it the second time we requested it. So basically that $50,000 initial grant from TLC afforded us over $200,000 of money to play with. So here's some before and after shots. That's the before. Here's an after of the same median using native plants. We also planted over 40 street trees. I really love what happened here at the FedEx parcel, this drama. And I'm going to put on my urban planner cap for a moment and say that, you know, there's also this kind of broken windows impact, that there is a steward out there in the neighborhood who cares about this neighborhood and cares about the public realm, and that really has made a big difference. We also upgraded to brick in some areas, which we felt celebrated the historic, genuine nature of places like the XM warehouse here that you see. We leverage this impact in the public sector. DDOT is taking on a big project on First Street next year, and this New York-Florida intersection is kind of the northern anchor to that. So we're going to see this wave of impact flow south. Also, you know, we've seen this kind of affect and set a new bar for the private sector of what they're doing with their streetscape and their landscaping and exploring more LID. So every piece of the puzzle we're able to put together helps the whole thing fit even better. Here's an example of a private investment in public art on First Street. Even for the NoMa bid, creating those new planting beds and just expanding our brains into what it is we could do helps us leverage impact, especially on the beautification side of things. So that's all I had to cover today. Thank you.